Salam alaikum. Salam alaikum. Salam alaikum.
Hello, everyone. In recent years, Portugal, a country known for its strong Catholic history and as the birthplace of football star Cristiano Ronaldo, has experienced an Islamic revival that has drawn attention. The Muslim community in Portugal is growing, supported by increased interest from local people in Islamic teachings and the rising number of immigrants from Muslim-majority countries. The Muslim population in Portugal, although a minority, is rapidly expanding with communities from South Asia, the Middle East, and North Africa. Migrants seeking a better life in Europe bring with them Islam, culture, and traditions, enriching Portugal's cultural diversity. As the Muslim population increases, the government and local communities are working together to build supporting facilities such as mosques, community centers, and Islamic schools. Lisbon and Porto have seen a significant rise in the number of mosques, places where Muslims can gather, worship, and celebrate important holidays like Eid al-Fitr and Eid al-Adha. Additionally, the Muslim community actively participates in social and charitable activities, strengthening ties with the local society. The Muslim community in Portugal has also gained support for religious rights and tolerance. The Portuguese government, promoting integration and religious freedom, strives to ensure the rights of all religions, including Islam. This effort is not only aimed at maintaining harmony, but also at supporting Portugal's development into an increasingly inclusive and diverse country. The influence of the Islamic revival in Portugal extends beyond religion to cultural, educational, and economic sectors. The presence of halal restaurants, Islamic clothing boutiques, as well as seminars and workshops on Islam, is increasing. Some universities in Portugal have even introduced Islamic studies courses, attracting students from various backgrounds. Amid the growth of Islam in Portugal, the Muslim community seeks to demonstrate that Islam and Portuguese culture can coexist harmoniously. In recent years, Portugal has experienced an interesting phenomenon: an increasing number of locals choosing to embrace Islam. Although the numbers are relatively small compared to the country's population, this growth is significant enough to attract public and media attention. According to data from the Muslim community in Portugal, more native Portuguese people are becoming interested in Islamic teachings. Many come from a Catholic background, a religion that has traditionally dominated the country, but find the peace and spiritual meaning they are seeking in Islam. This process often begins with curiosity or interactions with Muslims living in Portugal. Some start their spiritual journey after visiting Muslim-majority countries, while others find inspiration in Islamic literature or learn about Islam from their Muslim friends. The presence of mosques and Islamic cultural centers, especially in major cities like Lisbon and Porto, also provides locals with a place to learn more about Islam. The local Muslim community is very open to welcoming and supporting new converts. Several Islamic organizations and institutions in Portugal also offer special programs to help converts understand the basics of the religion, deepen their knowledge of the Quran, and provide spiritual guidance. Isabel, a Portuguese citizen who recently converted to Islam, expressed her attraction to the faith due to its simplicity yet profound teachings. Islam brings peace and focus into my life. I feel closer to God and more sensitive to the meaning of life, she said. This phenomenon is also supported by the wider, more inclusive access to information about Islam on the internet, as well as the presence of religious leaders and Muslim communities actively promoting Islam as a peaceful and loving religion. A better understanding of Islam has helped dispel some stereotypes in society, making Islam increasingly accepted as part of Portugal's cultural diversity. Although challenges remain, especially in balancing local culture with Islamic practices. The revival of Islam in Portugal signifies a growing openness to religious pluralism. Not only known for its rich history and charming culture, Portugal has also caught the attention of Muslim fans from around the world, especially devoted followers of Cristiano Ronaldo. The football star is not only a global sports icon but has also inspired many Muslim fans to visit his homeland, with some even choosing to settle and build families in Portugal. Portugal's appeal among Muslim Ronaldo fans has grown, with tourist destinations inspired by Ronaldo's career, such as the CR7 Museum in Madeira and the stadium where he began his career. The presence of a growing Muslim community, mosque facilities, and halal food options in major cities like Lisbon, Porto, and Madeira makes Portugal increasingly welcoming to Muslim visitors. Over time, some Ronaldo fans who initially came for tourism have started considering settling in Portugal. Factors such as safety, quality education, and an inclusive society make Portugal an ideal place to raise a family. Many have married and decided to establish new lives in Portugal, a country steeped in historical and cultural value. Some have even started halal businesses, such as restaurants, retail shops, and tourism services, further enriching the Muslim community in Portugal. Sarah, a Ronaldo fan from Morocco who now lives in Lisbon with her family, expressed her happiness. "I initially came to Portugal out of my love for Cristiano Ronaldo. Now my family and I have settled here, and I found Portugal to be warm and tolerant. Living as a Muslim here is comfortable, and I'm pleased my children can grow up in a safe environment," she said. This phenomenon has also brought positive impacts to the local community. The presence of Muslim fans who have settled in Portugal enhances cultural richness and fosters interfaith dialogue, creating an increasingly pluralistic atmosphere in the country. Thanks to this diversity, Portugal is now known as one of the European countries welcoming to Muslim tourists and newcomers. Mosques in Portugal are now more frequently visited, signifying a revival of Islam in a country with a long Catholic history. Lisbon Mosque, one of the largest mosques in Portugal, and other mosques in major cities like Porto and Faro, have seen a rise in congregants, especially on Fridays and during celebratory months like Ramadan. This growth in attendance includes not only the immigrant Muslim community, but also local Portuguese citizens who are becoming interested in learning more about Islam. Some new converts view mosques as safe and peaceful places to deepen their faith and connect with other Muslims. The Imam of the Lisbon Mosque, who has been a driving force in outreach efforts in the city for years, stated that this increase is a positive development. More Portuguese people are interested in learning about Islam. "Our mosque is not just a place of worship but also a community center and a space for interfaith dialogue," he explained.